Virgo, and welcome to your August 2023 Timeless Psychic Scope. I'm your reader, Amy Burgoyne. Thank you for stopping by today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. You can check out my website. It's sacredcorewellness.com. I do pre-recorded readings. I do video calls, also phone readings. The cards that I'm using today are the Spirited Living Rider-Waite deck and the Women of the Woods. I have created both of these decks. They are not out for purchase as of right now, but I will keep my listeners and viewers up to date when that's about to happen. So Virgo, the first card that I have for you is the Judgment card. Now, you have the signs in front of you of Libra, so there's balance, and then you have Scorpio. So if any of you are running with any of those in your chart, it's probably going to be like a super high voltage time that we are stepping into in August. July feels quite emotional, but it's because the pull of the planetary alignments that are happening right now, which is the Lion's Gate. And really what this time is in astrology is when the constellation of Orion's belt and the Earth and Sirius are all in alignment. And the Sun, of course, is in the sign of Leo. This is also what is called the Galactic New Year. Basically, what's happening here is we have this wonderful energy of abundance, wealth, luck, good energy. And it's also coming in with the number 8, double 8, which is really representing, infinity, double. So each time of the year about now is a really great time to sort of like reinvent oneself if the time calls for it. And what this also represents is a reminder that creation and manifestation begin with the individual. And manifestation, it's unseen, right? And sometimes even when we manifest something, we don't even see that it's a manifestation or it's something that we've manifested rather. Sometimes it can take us a couple of years before we even realize, oh my God, I manifested this. Like when I put this out and I put it into thought and I put it into word and I put it into action, I myself as a human, I have this great visionary, I can see how it's going to work. But sometimes it takes a couple of years to realize that, oh my gosh, I manifested it. It looks kind of different than I thought, but I did it. And because we're so fixed on that vision of what we see, that's what it's got to be, that's what it's going to be, we're often like not seeing what's happening around us. The energy flow, the pool of imagination, and it expands until we become a part of this energy. So it's a gateway into abundance on so many different levels. It's also a time that we can revisit our own inner child. So for some of you, it's emotional. Some of you have gone through a lot, disconnection. And the information that's available this time of year, it can give you insights on how to carry and care for who we were, who we might be. So huge manifestation time. So with the first card being the Judgment card, this is resurrection or awakening. It's a period of life that comes into absolute end, making way for dynamic new beginnings. So some of you have just experienced in July, maybe going through a breakup or difficulty in a job. So all of these things, if you followed through with them and what your gut instinct tells you, you're really setting yourself up well, and you have a year to kind of work on this. this is the energy that's available to you at this time. It also tells me with the Judgment card that it's a good time, really, as always, to make good use of the things that we've learned. So if we've made any mistakes, I like to say there are no mistakes, only lessons. And this card is asking you to grow, transform, and release any hidden potentials within yourself that are holding you back. Also feels like some of you are needing to get a little bit more in tune with what's happening in your body, knowing that the cleaner we eat, the cleaner that we live, the more manifestations that we're able to accomplish. If some of you are in some new relationships, it feels like a lot of you are, or your maybe partners are feeling like you were destined to meet, like there's this karmic connection, and it might be useful to explore the meeting and the purpose of the connection with both of you. The next card that we have from the Women of the Woods is the expansion and perception. You are looking beyond what is clearly presented to you. That makes sense, doesn't it, here with the judgment and some of the stuff that's going on. Don't panic. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ground yourself. Being responsible for your own vibration and frequency is key, right? So it really connects with the Judgment card. So the next card we have, of course, is the Three of Cups. And this is about spending quality time with the people that you cherish in your life, the people that are remaining in your life. If you look around in your circle, whether it's family, friends, whatever, has gotten smaller, it's time to cherish these relationships. It's time to be completely and brutally honest. You've grown a lot. And also we're at this time where the last 18 years is kind of closing up. And so if that, whatever in the 18 years, that could be just a lot of things that you've been dealing with kind of since your birth about people in your life or family situation, those people that you cherish. There's been a lot of drama, and it's really kind of like picked and weeded people and energy out of your life. So know right now, as the Lion's Gate is coming in, as the last 18 years are closing up, it doesn't matter if you're 14 or 18, there's that time period, right? So it's time to really present, come forward, show compassion and support for people that are sharing this bond of stepping into a new kind of life and territory with you. You may have a couple more people that weed out. That's okay. Sometimes relationships come back together when healing is done. So there is a poster that I used to see a lot when I was a kid. It says, if you love something, set it free. If it was meant to be, it will come back. And a lot of times that's true. That's very true. Sometimes they come back just for you to make sure that you're not making the same choice. That's when the universe likes to play a little trick on you. For some of you, the Three of Cups, this could be a really lucky time for finding love. You may have a close relationship that also turns into something a little bit more. I always say friendship is the pillar of any relationship, any partner relationship. For you that are going through some stuff in your career, the number 3, it seems like you have a lot of joyous meetings, events that could be coming up in your life with the Three of Cups. It can take many different forms. So maybe for some of you, this is celebrating a graduation, a promotion. So for some of you, you've done a lot of hard work, and you're going to have a lot of good things in each of these sections of your life. You might also find that with work, and collaboration. It may be easier for you now as things are clearing up. You're beginning to understand yourself more. You're beginning to understand your authentic self-power, and it's a good time to enjoy celebrations, and of course those relationships that have supported you. I do feel that around you financially with the number 3, there can be some very exciting news, and you want to make sure that whatever is coming at you for good fortune in the next couple of months, you want to do it responsibly. Okay, so it's the manifestation. You use that responsibly. If the manifestation is money, you've got to take care of that, because this is probably going to be the next step to you getting that complete manifestation. So whatever you have going on in your life, you want to just focus and make everything shiny. If you have too much going on that you can't maintain that shininess, reminds me of somebody cleaning something brass. It's all shiny afterwards. So the less you have, if it seeps out of your auric field, then it really can be exhausting for you. So keeping what you have close, celebrating that, keeping it shiny, keeping it new, reciprocating, giving, receiving. This is a lot of joy, and it's also a lot of responsibility. So just know that you are also going to be creating something for yourself too, it feels. So some of you, it feels like you might need to make a little bit of time to make some sort of expansion, as the other card was the expansion and the perception. So some of you may not have a lot of time on your hands, so it would be beneficial for you to try to expand on your time. This goes back to some of you having too much that you're holding on to. The less you have, kind of the more time you have. So you got to figure that out, but that is something that's coming up. If something or something doesn't feel right and it's around you, if something is new in your life and it starts to cause you stress, you got to take a look at that. You got to take a look at that. And do you have room? Is it changing who you are? If you're an empath and you're connected with something that is sucking you dry, people around you notice right off the bat. So the next card that I have for you, Virgo, is the Keeper of the Flame. The primordial healing presence of the Flame Keeper is to burn away fear, worn out patterns and cycles. It is to keep the life force energy in balance and flow. The flame offers a sacred ceremonial space to anchor. So for some of you, it is literally sitting next to a fire. These are times and beautiful ambiance to release things, to burn away. So you are the keeper of your own flame. It's time to anchor and make your life this ceremonial kind of space on a daily basis. So it sounds like, Virgo, you've got a lot of greatness that's coming to you, and a lot of you are really stepped into your power, probably as an empath. Some of you are really starting to awaken right now. So it's going to be a good idea to maybe seek someone to assist in keeping that balance. Okay. So if you don't have the time to invest in keeping yourself independently, able to take some time to yourself, schedule an appointment for yourself. So it's time to start making appointments with healing, because make your own prescription for that. Some of you, we have been born into this pattern of you gotta go to work, you need to show up, you need to do this, and you're putting yourself last. That's how everybody but you gains control over your life. So I'm here to say, you need a wellness appointment. Physicians offer that to you. Offer it to yourself. Take some time, take a day off in the middle of the week, and do this for yourself. Call in. You need a wellness day, a mental health day, shall we say. So making sure that you're taking care of yourself, it doesn't sometimes matter if other people understand, But if what you're doing is positive, keep moving through that. So thanks for listening today, Virgo. Be well.